What is up, Moon fan? Megan here, and welcome back for another new moon ritual guide. Today we're going to talk all about the upcoming new moon in the watery sign of Pisces. Before we get started, please like and subscribe. I post new and full moon ritual guides every month, and let's dive right in. So this new moon in Pisces is going to be occurring on March 2nd, 2022 at about 12:35 p.m. Eastern Time. New moons always correspond with the current sun season, so as we're in the sun season of Pisces, this new moon will also be in Pisces. Its glyph are two fish that are swimming away from each other but are connected by a band, and it symbolizes how death and rebirth and everything is all connected. So Pisces is a water sign and represents the ocean. It's vast, it's infinite, and it connects all things. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac and concludes the astrological year. Pisces is very much associated with death, rebirth, spirituality, dreams, and intuition. Pisces is ruled by the two planets of Saturn and Neptune. Neptune is the planet of the subconscious, dreams, imagination, and creativity, and Jupiter is the planet of luck, growth, and expansion. Pisces is generally considered the most spiritual sign of the zodiac, as it does correlate with that death and ending and going into the afterlife sort of the cycle. So as Pisces is the last house of the zodiac, it rules the 12th house. And the 12th house correlates to endings, death, spirituality, closure, everything that you would associate with an ending. You must die so that you may be reborn. This new moon, I invite you to look to see what you have in your 12th house. So for example, I have Sagittarius in my 12th house, and I might tend to be a little bit of, sorry Sagittariuses, but a little bit of a know-it-all when it comes to like spirituality and religion. So this Pisces season and Pisces new moon, I can maybe try to expand and open up my beliefs and think, maybe I don't know it all about religion. That's just one example. You should also check this new moon where Pisces falls in your chart. Let me know what you have in your 12th house and let me know where Pisces is in your chart in the comments below. As Pisces is the end of the astrological year and end of the zodiac, this new moon, think about where you can release control or emotions or any limiting beliefs in order to allow things to develop and come into your life this new moon. So for example, if you have a lot of issues with control around traveling, maybe you're the type of person who loves to make a detailed to the minute itinerary, I see you Virgo. If you have the tendency to do that, maybe see if you can release that this next month and just go in the flow. Maybe you will find yourself on an adventure that you wouldn't go on if you had stuck to your itinerary. It's always a good thing to try new things around the new moon because it does represent the beginning of a cycle. This new moon, set up your altar in the easterly corner of your room to invite that energy of new beginnings. Some crystals you can incorporate into your ritual are angelite, labradorite, amethyst, aquamarine, and apatite. Some colors that are very much associated with Pisces are lavenders, lilacs, blue-grays, grays, very feminine and dreamy colors. Pisces definitely has more of a yin energy. So for your Glamour Magick, I invite you to wear something that's flowy and comfortable, magical, maybe is lacy. To give you an example of an aesthetic, I don't know if you've seen Dune. The Atreides going to Arrakis costuming is very much flowy and kind of creative, avant-garde vibe. And some ritual ideas that you can do this month are take a bath. Baths are a great thing to incorporate into both your new and full moon rituals every month, but especially since this new moon is in the watery sign of Pisces, now is the great time to take a ritual bath. I actually just put out a video on how I do my ritual bath. I will link that right here and below. Go and check that out if you want any more details on that. This new moon is also a great time to keep a dream journal. So I recommend keeping a journal right by your bedside table so that you have the ability to write down your dreams the second you wake up, or else you might forget them. Pisces is a very intuitive and spiritual sign. It's ruled by the planet Neptune, which rules dreams and the imagination. So keeping a dream journal over the course of about A week around the full moon is a great time to tap into your subconscious and see if there are any patterns or fears that are coming up, any themes. Our dreams are a great way to see what our mind is focusing or latching onto, and with that knowledge you can design your next month. And Pisces invites us to look at and heal any wounds in our subconscious. Another great ritual idea, because Pisces rules the hands and feet, is to go and get a mani-pedi. That's right, I am giving you the excuse to go get a manicure, pedicure, or to maybe book a foot reflexology session or massage. Again, we're coming from Aquarius season to this season of Pisces, and we really want to focus on grounding our feet through both of these signs. Another maybe more practical ritual idea for this new moon is to book a therapy session. Pisces is all about healing subconscious beliefs, and what better way to do that than getting professional help? I've said this before, but self-care isn't all, mani-pedi, light a candle. It's great, but sometimes you need to do that really hard inner work that you might be resisting. And if you're really resisting therapy, you probably need it more than you think. So Aquarius season was a time to set any big goals and intentions for the upcoming new year. And Pisces season is a great time to think of things that you can release or heal so that you can bring those intentions to the surface. We have all of these limiting beliefs that might be holding us back more than any external factors. So Pisces season is a really great time to do a spiritual and mental health deep dive. Every new moon, I put on a movie or show that is the energy that I want to invoke for the next month. So for this month, I will be putting on the movie Constantine, which is a movie about an exorcist who gets entangled in this war between heaven and hell. If you haven't seen the movie, baths play a pretty large part in the movie, as well as the duality between heaven and hell and a death and rebirth. I see a lot of Pisces energy in this movie. It's very sexy as well as spiritual, so that's the kind of energy I'm trying to bring in this Pisces season. Pisces rules the hands and feet and is also a very healing sign. So for this new moon, I recommend a yin yoga sequence. Yin yoga is where you hold yoga poses for a few minutes each in order to allow for a deeper tissue release. So I'll link below a full yin yoga series, but that's what I recommend doing this Pisces season. Anything that makes you feel supported as well as cared for. For your meditation this new moon, I recommend doing a meditation to release suppressed emotions or a crying meditation. So water signs can get a bad rap for being too emotional, but this new moon, embrace the emotional sign of Pisces with this crying meditation. Crying is a great way to release energy and to release any stagnant emotion. I'll link some crying meditations below. If you don't have a lot of water in your chart, you might feel resistant to crying, especially if you're very heavy air and tend to be not as in tune with your emotions. So this month, release any suppressed emotions or any emotions that you might not even think are lingering but are there beneath the surface. So some journaling questions are: what puts you in touch with your intuition? What lets you know you are in the flow of your life? What helps you trust the flow of your life? What helps you feel connected to the universe? Where do you need mending? And some tarot questions are: what energy will help me release control? What energy will help me let go of frustration? And what energy will allow me to find flow? This new moon, set any intentions around strengthening your intuition and try to figure out how you can find flow in your life. Do you maybe need to take a few minutes in the mornings to journal or meditate? Do you need to incorporate more artistic practices like writing poetry or painting? Especially if you are a type A person who likes to be in control of a lot of things, I really invite you to see how you can release some of that control and how you can go with the flow. And for all my watery signs out there, I invite you to see what areas in your life maybe you're going too much with the flow. There's a fine line between going along with the flow of your life and being swept away by others' expectations. This new moon is a great time to go inward and work on on your spirituality, spend some time alone. See how you can feel connected to the universe, whether that be going out in nature or just doing some artistic things like writing poetry. Pisces is the final sign of the zodiac, so this might feel more like a full moon where you're releasing a bunch of stuff than a new moon. Have to release things in order to move forward sometimes. I hope you enjoyed this new moon ritual guide in the watery sign of Pisces. My next ritual guide will be for the full moon in Virgo. If you let me know where Virgo is in your chart in the comments down below, I will pick one of you to give a reading to next week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, I have a full ritual bath guide that I will link here if you want to check that out for when you do your bath ritual this Pisces season. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.